Do you hold grudges or do you let go of things easily? What impresses you the most? What's your favorite childhood memory? What's something you're really bad at? Do you believe in astrology? Why or why not? What's the biggest compliment you can give someone? What does friendship mean to you? How do you hope people describe you? Oh, what's up YouTube? Oh, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. I really wanted to film a video today and I kept going back and forth about what to do. I basically decided that I wanted to do a little bit more of a podcast style episode today where I'm just gonna talk to you guys and answer some questions. We can get to know each other better. Okay, so I looked up deep questions to ask someone and I'm gonna pick a few of these from this list to answer and chat about today. The first one I'm gonna answer is number 6 on the list. 6 is my favorite number, and it is, what's your favorite childhood memory? I kind of want to talk a little bit about growing up playing on the street with my childhood best friend. I feel like that is the era of block parties, life before crazy technology. I had a best friend who lived 2 houses down from me. I just remember going down, knocking on her door. They used to come to the door and say, "Who is it?" And I would always say, "Me," and that's how they knew that I was there. We just had so much fun being kids, playing on the trampoline. We used to love to just make up games. We had the little mini M&M bottles they used to have the different faces on the top, and we would break off the top of the lid and then pop the bottles to make the lids go flying and see whose lid could go further. We thought we could build a hut out of mud and stone. There were so many memories during that era, and having that childhood best friend on the street is a very standout memory for me. What's something you're really bad at? I would say probably spelling. I really struggle with spelling. I feel like I've gotten better at it, but spelling is definitely a challenge. What's your favorite nickname someone has given you and how did you get it? I am going to talk about the nickname that I gave myself back in the day. So earlier on, probably around middle school, I wanted to make up a stage name. If I was famous, what I would go by, I always wanted to be famous. I came up with the name Sazzy. That kind of got cut down to Saz. I always know when I met someone in my life by what they call me. Anyone from elementary school, middle school, high school, usually calls me Saz if they're a close friend. And then I didn't go by Sav until college, and that's when that nickname was born. All of my college friends call me Sav. And now that I'm in my adult life, I feel like I have a combination of Sav and Savannah. Saz is a little fun nickname. My dad is the only person who calls me Savan, and I like that he kind of has a special nickname for me. Do you believe in astrology? Why or why not? Yes, I do. I am an Aries. It is Aries season right now. I feel like all of the qualities, everything that I've always read about zodiac signs has proven to be true in terms of character and how you act, ways from what I've seen people respond to different situations. I totally believe in zodiac, in compatibility, in fire signs, earth signs, water signs. Yeah, I just feel like from what I've known about it and from what I've observed, I feel like I've seen enough data to, I don't know if you can use the word data, but I've seen enough data in my observations that back up notion and characteristics behind the different zodiac signs. These are hard questions. How do you hope people describe you? I feel like to answer this question, there's a few different things that stand out to me. I think that I've always had a bubbly, quirky personality, maybe even a little bizarre at times. I feel like I love to have fun, but also serious. I've always tried to be really true to myself. I hope that that is something that people would say and that would stand out, was just my authenticity to what I always believed or felt, or how I felt like dressing or expressing myself. I would also say I pretty actively try to make people feel empowered and good about themselves. So I would hope that people would say that I was someone who really tried to uplift people and make them feel good about whatever they were really working towards. Let's do a describe your perfect day. I think that's like a pretty basic question. I feel like there's a lot of things that would go into my perfect day. I would probably like to start the morning with some type of physical activity, whether that's going for a run, going to the gym. It's definitely being active, and then go to the beach, spend time outside in the sun, maybe reading on the beach, eating Thai food. I feel like Thai food or maybe sushi would be in there. Vlogging, it's something that I really enjoy doing, so vlogging my day. In the evening, probably watching a reality TV show, The Voice. There's like a makeup show on Netflix that I really like called Glow Up. Those kind of like competition reality shows. Yeah, like doing my makeup. I feel like that would just be kind of my ideal day, just doing all the things that I love. What type of books do you like to read? I like to read mystery books. I feel like I've really gotten into reading over the past 2 or 3 years. I'm just not really a romance person. I'll throw them in here or there, but it just doesn't really speak to me and resonate with me the same way that mystery books do. I love a good suspenseful book. A good thriller just gets me going. What's the worst song in your opinion? I hate to do this. I don't know what it is, but this song has always really rubbed me the wrong way. Something about it, the way he pronounces the words in this song and like the intro just gives me an instant ick, and that is Fireflies by Owl City. I would never want to spread negativity online, but I feel like that song is just a song that has always stood out as a song that just squeaks my insides. What's your favorite kind of weather? I would say sunny, hot, beach, tanning weather is my favorite kind of weather. I am originally from New Jersey and I moved down to Florida because I wanted to be in this weather all year round. Coffee or tea? I like both, but definitely coffee. I have the most basic coffee order ever. It's just coffee with a splash of cream. That's it. I really don't like my coffee super sweet. I need it in the morning, otherwise I get a headache. So I just want a little bit to make sure that I don't get a headache that day. What's the biggest compliment you can give someone? I feel like giving a sincere compliment about how someone makes you feel is really impactful. I think that a lot of people want to know that they are making an impact, and to give a compliment being like, I love how you are a good friend to me because you always show up in this way, or I really appreciate that you always listen to me and give me non-biased advice. However it is that that person makes you feel, giving a genuine compliment I think goes a long way about just acknowledging a positive quality that that person has. What does friendship mean to you? I feel like I really wanted to touch on this question. I feel like friendship is so important and one of the most special aspects of life. I personally am an only child, so my friendships are very important to me. I'm so close with my friends. I have elementary school friends who have literally been with me through every stage of life, and we have continued to grow together. I always like to say that although I am an individual, I've made the choices, I've done the things that I've done in life, I have been so heavily influenced, impacted, inspired, shaped by my friends and the people who have shown up for me, who have helped me through my hard times, who I've shared bits and pieces and moments of life with. So I think friendship is so important. I cannot remember where I heard this, but I remember there was a quote saying that like, friendship is the only relationship where you're not bound by like blood or physical attraction. It's just two people who continue to choose each other, which I think is so true and so special. I love my friends and I really try and make an effort to always make time to call them, tell them how important they are to me. What impresses you the most? I feel like this maybe isn't the most, but I always take note and I feel very impressed by people who know how to play instruments. Whenever I'm witnessing live music and bands or guitar players, drummers, even singers, I'm like, wow, that is so impressive that you know how to do that. Do you hold grudges or do you let go of things easily? I personally think that I don't hold a grudge. I don't think it necessarily serves anyone to hold a grudge because you're holding on to this anger and emotion. I do think that obviously this is situational. There's certain things that might be permanent deal breakers, ends of friendships, relationships. I think it is circumstantial, but for the most part, I do feel like I try to not hold a grudge. If I get angry at someone, I feel like I don't want to have that ill emotion, so I try and communicate and let it pass. Okay, this is like the funny topic. It says, if you could jump into a pool of anything, what would it be full of? And I don't know why this is the first thing that jumped into my mind, but I feel like jumping into a pool full of gummy bears would be so much fun. I don't know why, I've literally never thought of that before in my life, but for some reason when I read that question, I just saw a pool of gummy bears and jumping into it. Do you talk to yourself? Absolutely. I am constantly talking to myself. I'm ultimately talking to myself right now, but I feel like when there's something on my mind, I'm always like talking to myself in the car. I drive in silence a lot because I just like need to hear my own thoughts. A lot of times I'll talk out loud. This is actually kind of funny. Okay. If you could erase one color from existence, which one would it be? I think this is gonna be a controversial answer, but probably blue. I don't know what it is, but I would have to say that Blue is one of my least favorite colors. I would say up top is yellow and pink, and then in the middle, orange, green, and then towards the bottom, purple, red. I like red nails, but as a color other than nails, I'm not like a huge red person. Which celebrity would you choose as a mentor? I feel like one of my top celebrities who I've always really admired and looked up to was Eva Longoria, so I would love a chance to chat with her and get to know her. How do you react to anger from others? I feel like this piece of advice is one of the best things I've ever heard and want to share. Basically, if someone is angry at you or maybe condescending, any type of like emotion that they're throwing at you where it like kind of makes you feel bad, there's this principle or idea of a golden hula hoop, and it's basically this like space, if you had an imaginary hula hoop around you, where someone else's words can only get so far because you know the truth about like your space. If someone is, "You're so stupid," and they're yelling at you, like, I know I'm not stupid, so that bounces off. I really like that idea, and that's really helped me if I'm ever feeling somebody else is projecting on me. I remember the golden hula hoop. This is the last one I'm going to answer. What do you love most about life? Life can be so crazy, and we can be so caught up in our day-to-day and where we want to be, what we're working towards. I love and seeing strangers help each other, friendship, laughing, having passion, seeing people succeed, meeting new people and having that connection, meeting people who make you feel like your most vibrant self. Small things in life, going to the farmer's market on a Saturday, family, holidays, music, dance parties, good food. I feel like there's just so many little things to love about life. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you do not miss future videos, and I will see you next time.